Welcome to Single Mom Honey, a podcast dedicated to single moms with a focus on health and money and everything in between.
I'm Kweilynn, mother of 3, nurse practitioner by day.
And I'm Aisha, a single mom of 2 with a background in finance, as well as I have a passion for growth and stability. Taurus gang.
Gang, gang. We decided to start Single Mom Honey to help empower single mothers to regain self-confidence and identity while obtaining knowledge and skills to live their best lives. 2 topics impact everyone, and those topics are health and money.
Yes, that's so true. So welcome to Single Mom Honey. All right, so today's topic is PrEP. Let's talk about it.
Let's talk about PrEP, baby. Let's talk about you and me. Let's talk about all the good things and the bad things that make me. Let's talk about PrEP. Let's talk about...
So we are discussing this topic today because, let's face it, most people are not forthcoming with their sexual orientation today. There's a lot of fluid out there. It ain't just talking about cum and semen. Fluidity going on, which is fine, which is great, as long as everyone is transparent and they are protecting themselves in the process.
Yeah, but a lot of people aren't transparent.
No, they
That's
are.
the problem.
They think, okay, they couldn't be transparent and say their whole lives. But many women are impacted negatively by the choices of their partners, be it in a committed relationship, a situationship, friend with benefits, a one-night stand, a fling, whatever. We as women, especially the women who are the backbone of not only our lives, but also our children, being single moms, we have to work on not only protecting our wombs, but also our overall health. So, as Kweilynn has already stated, she is a nurse practitioner, she is a Black woman, she's a single mom, she is so many things, and she is going to be educating all of us on the power of PrEP.
All right, so PrEP is absolutely amazing. Listen, I need you to follow us on Instagram, Facebook, and TikTok at Single Mom Honey. Or join our private Facebook group, Single Mom Honey, to get up on the latest tea and honey combos. PrEP, let's talk about it.
All right, so how do you prepare for a safe sex life, Clay?
Okay.
As a single mom.
As a single mom, you have a lot of things on your plate.
You get palate.
It's like a big Thanksgiving plate, but ain't no thanks. But there's a lot of asking, minimal giving, unless somebody's giving the D. Now, but when we talk about sex, we talk about dick. There are a lot of things that people use to like self-soothe or like, to get through the day. There are bad habits, there are good habits, but most importantly, there are healthy habits. So, I mean, everything in moderation, right?
If I say anything out of moderation gonna be bad. I don't care how good it is in the beginning.
So, everything in moderation, even sex, right? Too much sex, fuck up your pH, right? Now, you got to make sure, I always say this, inspect the merchandise. But prior to inspecting the merchandise, or part of that inspection includes like a STI screen, right?
For who?
The STI screen would include myself and the person that I'm going to sleep with. And that means prior to sleeping with them.
Okay. Because we keep it real on Single Mom Honey.
Yes.
How do you gauge that conversation with a potential partner?
Well,
before you even give up the draws, because we know y'all got draws. Y'all single moms. Y'all got time to wear no panties all the time.
And actually, over 40 is my post-panty era.
Oh, I ain't wore panties. I don't know how. Last time I wore panties was in my 20s. I wear some panties every once in a while, special occasion. But I'm draws. Bloomers.
I'm free balling.
Oh, really? You a free baller?
I'm a free baller.
Why? Anyway, we gonna stay on. That's gonna be another time for another time. How do you have a discussion with a potential partner?
At this point, like I can't really trust no one.
No, you can't. But how do you have that discussion?
The conversation is like this. Like, hey, I like you. And I definitely plan to fuck you. Right?
Clutching the pearl.
Pearls. I still got my pearls on. They might be invisible today. But the thing is, if that is your plan and you're okay with somebody entering your body, all conversations are fair game. So, now listen.
I'm listening.
Okay. I said it like this. Previously, a guy I dated, I was like, you know what? I need you to get an STI screen so that, like, we can do all the things. And what guy doesn't want to do all the things?
I know, but okay, you're right. All right.
You want to do all the things. Like, you're not putting anything poison in your mouth on purpose. And you definitely ain't putting it in your body on purpose. I mean, your mouth is a body. I mean,
part of your body.
Your mouth is part of your body. Then, you know, you got other orifices that you would like to put things in. And you don't want anything nasty going in there. And a lot of people are unaware because the thing is most guys are asymptomatic. So
is that just a male thing? Is that just because it's how their makeup is?
It's the way that the anatomy is for men and women. Like, women typically feel like, you know, when you're irritated down there.
Because our sexual organ is inside versus outside?
Right.
Oh, okay.
Right. So, like, when you go in, you go all in. They're on the outside. They do have, like, their urethra and the hole that things can get into. Like, let's go back, right? So, anyway.
The discussion.
Yeah, the discussion.
Potential partner.
Let's
get it.
I think it's, like, as adults.
You like to think you're dealing with another adult.
You like to think you're dealing with another adult, but not always. But I think that you should take charge of your sexual life and your sexual health. You're not actually ready for the conversation if you're not ready to ask somebody to get an STI screen. So it's really
you're not
simple.
ready for a sexual relationship
if
you're not comfortable with that?
Yes.
We would love to hear from you all. How many of you have had this discussion with a potential partner about getting an STI screen prior to ever having a sexual relationship with them? Do you feel comfortable doing it? Are you one of the women who allow the man to take control so you're not comfortable having that discussion?
We are living in a whole different world now.
I know. I'm just saying, like, I'm comfortable with doing it now at 40. But 25-year-old Aisha, 30-year-old Aisha.
I agree.
You know, it takes you going through some stuff to get there. But if you're sexually active, you should be having this discussion, period. But I don't know.
With men or women. Because everybody could get shit.
Yeah.
Why not talk about it? Because one thing you will talk about is what you're feeling after you don't prepare yourself. Yeah. So I think simply, just respectfully, just ask the person, like, hey, I like you. I think, I like you.
Remember that thing? He was in jail and he was like a mass rapist in jail. He was raping other men. And he was like, I want some butt. I like you. I go up to a man and I say, I like you. I like you a lot. I want some butt.
Well, yeah, everything is going to be consensual.
Better be.
Consensual, right. But anyway, you know, you like this person. It's very simple. You should have open and free conversation. Now, granted, let's role play here. Hey, Isha's my ex-wife. Not in real life. Like, yeah. But, like, my homie. Yeah. I was with her during her first pregnancy. Yeah.
Okay. To the point that I was like, am I your nigga? You always call me to come bring you some food, or you call me to come pick you up and take you to the event. Like, we went to college together. This is my sorority sister. This is my line sister. We spent a lot of time together, but when she dropped that baby, I was gone. Okay? I said, this ain't my kid. You got pregnant by somebody else. We divorced, but we stay friends, though. So every once in a while, we'll joke and say that we're each other's ex-wife. She was my first ex-wife.
Okay, so if I like you, we've been on several dates, we've kissed, you know,
fooled around, all the way.
Yeah, all that. At that point, a woman knows within, like,
I know, but how do you see?
Listen.
Listening.
You know when you want to smash.
I know, but I'm just saying, this is what I like to do. I'm a very aggressive woman, but not all the way. I like to play innocent and coy with my partner first, and then I'm like a black widow. I'm a black widow because I act like this in my web, and then we come my web. Like, oh my gosh! Like, I let the man take lead, and I don't want him to think of me as a sexual being, but I am a hoe. Jeez, when I'm with the right guy, you know. So yeah, how do you have that discussion about?
You gotta assume your, like, goddess identity.
Yeah.
Okay, so.
But he doesn't know it because I'm cosplaying as a regular woman.
Okay, well, that doesn't mean he could defile your body.
Yeah.
Okay, so at this point, you would like it. Yeah, you would like it. He could defile you, but not with any STDs, STIs.
Oh, no, yeah.
Right. So, ultimately, you know, you want to focus on just getting the point across straightforward. Like, hey, look, we're both 40. We both been with other people. And when's the last time you got an STI screen? Well, if you don't know, technically you should be getting an STI screen every 3 months minimally. Right?
Damn!
If you're sexually active. If you're sexually active, yes.
Every 3 months?
Yes.
Where you getting this STI screening budget money from?
Okay, so first of all, you can get STI screening free from most state departments of health.
Do you have to show proof of income, or is it only for people only for certain?
Typically, it's not proof of income. You can go in and you can get tested, and they'll give you results, and you can get treatment.
It's like Planned Parenthood, like that.
Things like that, or the Department of Health.
I don't even know what the Department of Health is in my city.
We can give you a list of places.
Yes,
okay.
It will be in the show notes how you can find a free testing area.
Right. So I would suggest that, hey, and you guys decide you're ready. And it's, you know what? I think sometimes the foreplay is great. Foreplay should include STI screening, right? And I say that because it's like, you're ready. And then you're like, no, wait, we're not ready. We didn't get tested. And that's part of the foreplay of getting ready to have that wonderful night.
It's like a tease.
No, it's not a tease.
Nigga, give me that dick.
So it's like, you want to know that you're working with a clean specimen, right? Because if I tell you, go ahead, what?
All right, we have this discussion.
Yes.
Ask me when was the last time I got tested.
Yeah.
The reaction, from what I have heard, not personally, but when men are asked, oh, we should get an STI test done, they usually think, oh, because you got some shit? Is something wrong with you? You know, like, it's projection, real quick, real fast.
But you're grown.
As a lot of black people, older black men, they are so against going to the doctor for anything until their dick is dragging on the floor behind them and somebody picked it up and said, hey, sir, you dropped your dick about 2 miles back. I was trying to follow you, but you walk fast, man. You know, that's the only way they're going to see the doctor if they got to put it in their pocket. It's like, doctor, can you put this back on? Like, how do you have the conversation? Well, I guess, first of all, that would be a first sign of we're not compatible.
Exactly.
If you have a problem with going to get tested.
Anyone who has a problem with going to get tested is a problem.
Yeah, it's like, it be so sucky because, like, damn, I liked you.
Right.
I was emotionally connected to you, and you just fucked it up because you can't get out of your...
But actually, you dodged a bullet.
I didn't want to say it out loud, but I mouthed it.
I think both parties should be willing to get tested. And it should just be part of the norm. It should be.
It should be. Okay. So what advice do you have for a woman who is maybe a bit nervous of the reaction that they would have because they really emotionally are attached to somebody in that way, but in order to take it to the physical, they ask for the STI test, and he comes back and said, yeah, it sounds like you a dirty bitch. Like, maybe, maybe he didn't like you the way you liked him, and you say
well, that's the way to weed him out. And he might be
Kweilynn don't give a fuck. Look.
I don't.
It's black, it is white. Ain't no gray, ain't no heather, ain't no, what's another type of gray? Metal gray.
Oh, those.
Silver.
The gray sweatpants, gray. The gray where you see the imprint.
Yeah, ain't no dick.
That might be Heather Gray still, but
I think it is Heather Gray.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. Anyway.
All right, so we've had this discussion.
Asking you shall receive.
Yeah, the answer
A girl,
or the red flag. Either way, you gonna receive something.
Right. And it's gonna be like, hey, especially if he's actually into you, he's gonna be like, absolutely, I'll go get tested.
Now, are there a couple appointments like you go together and get them done, or is
so I think so you can go as a couple. If you are both in the room, you have to let the provider know, like, hey, we're okay with...
Can you trust him giving you my chart results and not somebody else's?
You wouldn't get their my chart results. The results would be confidential. They'll come to your account and to their account if they sign up for my chart.
Wait, explain this, please. So, I'm intrigued.
So, like, if you go to get tested together, you both can get tested together. You can go in a room. They're going to say, hey, go in the bathroom, each of you individually, go get your swabs. They're going to draw blood work. The blood work's going to be for HIV and syphilis. And then sometimes also hepatitis C, because you can get hepatitis C via sex as well. Anal sex. Everyone has anal sex. Well, everyone can have anal sex.
Not everybody with the dookie shoot. Not everybody with the dookie shoot.
Like I said, some people clean it out. Now, if you have friends who regularly engage in anal sex, they'll let you know what to do. And if you have questions, I can phone a friend and let you know, get back to the information for you.
Or just send us an email at singlemomhoney@gmail.com.
That works too.
If there are any topics you would like us to cover, or if you just have a little bit of feedback for this particular episode, we would love to be able to come on air and share that with the rest of our listeners, new, old, or indifferent.
All right. So, like I was saying, there's different things. The blood test for HIV, syphilis, and you can get tested for hepatitis C as well. Now, when it comes to swabs, typically when people go to PCPs to get their...
What's a PCP?
Primary care physician or provider. Primary care provider. So that could be your doctor, your nurse practitioner, or your physician assistant.
Yes.
So MP or PA. or MD or DO. There's a whole lot of letters, but the person you go to see.
On a regular basis for
Right.
your annual visits or so.
Right.
Not just for your annual gynecological, but more so like for your wellness visit.
Right. Okay, so when you go into those offices, you have to ask for everything. You have to think about all the different places where you have sex.
Why you have to ask for everything? Why is that not like already?
Because there's still because there's a lot
Damn, all this money I'm paying for a shirt.
Okay, first of all, there are a lot of people who have feelings toward things, which creates stigma when it comes to sex. So here we want to create a health and safe sexual education environment. A lot of people think that like you only have sex in your vagina with a dick.
That's the only type of sex?
No.
I know, but
No. So I mean, there are all different types of places where you can stick things.
I hear you coming.
All right.
Anyway.
Oh, it'd be hard to miss it. Anyway, so you want to make sure that you are getting swabbed in your throat.
For?
Gonorrhea and chlamydia, minimally.
Okay.
And then you can...
They can't check for that in your vagina?
Not if it's in your throat, because you can have it in both places. If you put anything in your mouth, oral sex can result in an STI in your throat.
I know that, but wouldn't that just be in your system? Like, it wouldn't be in your blood? It wouldn't be travel?
So, listen. Because you could just have it in your throat and not your vagina. So what if they test it in your vagina, in your urine? It's like your urine is clear.
How do you know you got that in your throat? You got a sore throat or something?
Yes.
You be coughing.
Have a sore
And when you cough, you say, ball dick. That's what happened.
Or vagina.
I got that coochie cough.
The most common type of pneumonia in college-age students is chlamydia.
Wait, chlamydia is the pneumonia?
You can get that type of pneumonia.
Oh my God, single mom, honey, listen, we have so much to learn. I'm 40 years old with 2 kids, as you can see up there on the wall, and I ain't know none of this. That's why we are here. I'm sorry, that's why Kweilynn is here to educate all of us. I'm learning too. This ain't this episode for you. Stop being selfish.
Okay, so you want to make sure you get your swabs in your throat, oral swabs.
Okay, for gonorrhea, chlamydia.
Right, you also want to make sure you get rectal swabs if you're engaging in anal sex.
So if I'm sucking okay, I need to go ahead and get oral swab and pussy foot. Okay. Rectal swab for what?
Yeah, chlamydia.
Okay.
Wherever you stick it, you can get it.
What if I'm not sticking it up there?
You don't have to get it there then. You don't need to swab there if you're not. But like even if you have some foreplay where the dick might touch the boom boom, like, you know, because it's pretty close in proximity. So you want to make sure.
Like, whoa, wrong hole.
How many times have you said that in real life?
No, about 4 or 5.
Right.
Yeah.
So all it takes is a little.
There's somebody like, I think that fool knew.
He was just trying something.
He was trying to see if I was going to realize it. But, yeah.
Okay, so yeah. So you want to make sure you get your throat swabs, which are also called your oral swabs, your anal swabs for your bum.
If you are doing anal.
If you're doing anal. And then, or if you have any, listen, even if someone is rimming, you know what rimming is?
Explain it.
Rimming is when somebody puts their tongue around in your butt. Listen, you making that face.
No, okay, I'm just trying to think, where's the next part to this? If somebody's rimming what?
They could have something in their mouth. Like, they could have, like, chlamydia, gonorrhea.
So if anybody touch your booty hole, you need to get a swab.
Yes, period.
Right. What if they put their finger in you? Booty. Do you need to get that
Well, you
swab?
should check their fingers. Make sure they ain't got shit on their fingers. Because, like, there be all types of... People have all types of things.
So, if anything happens with
any
your
booty play, get it checked.
Okay. Even with a toy, you need to have it checked.
Yeah, because if you haven't cleaned that toy or it's not your toy, or, I would get it checked.
Okay. All right.
Okay. So then, what else? Your urine. They're going to check your urine,
okay.
Right? And with that urine, they're going to check for chlamydia and gonorrhea as well. Now, there are other STIs and other STI screens that we can do as well, but we're not going to get into all that. If you need other screens, you can also reach out to Single Mom Honey, and we can give you information on how to request those screens as well. All of those things are necessary.
So none of these are standard.
So it is standard
when
to
you go
get
for STI testing.
Well, it is standard to get, I think, an oral swab sometimes, but a lot of people haven't been getting oral swabs. But typically, it's like standard. I would say is like blood for HIV and syphilis, and then the urine for chlamydia and gonorrhea. But then you would be missing those other glory holes that she would that she may use during sex.
Okay.
So
so you need to request oral and rectal.
Oral and rectal.
Okay.
Yes. Anywhere else. And you got to also remember that you can get STIs just from skin to skin contact. Okay?
You about to turn me into a bubble girl. I'm about to become the next bubble girl because it's like, what the hell?
What this should do is make you always inspect the merchandise before you even like.
Looking at it is not going to let me know whether or not there's something wrong with it.
Yes,
right?
You can see things that are wrong.
Let's go on to that. Come on, Kweilynn.
So, like, take like genital warts.
Okay.
You see anything weird on the merchandise? Anything that's abnormal? Don't touch it. Like,
if it's bumps on it, bump it.
Bruises, ulcers, sores, anything that looks rashes, like anything that's abnormal, it's not time. Now, I'm not saying that person can't get cleared of it, and if you guys really like each other, you can wait for them to get cleared. Like, you know, I mean, you gotta really like them though for that to happen. Look at your face. I'm
sorry, you know my face does things.
I mean, shit happens in real life. Like, you really gotta think about it. Like, people are grown. They have sex. Sex is adult play, right? So people like to play. You work hard, you play hard, but you should always look hard too. Not magnifying glass. I said microscope. That's once we're in the clinic. Hold on, is that on my?
Yes, it's a magnifying. You should be looking at that dick.
Okay? Listen, this should be packed right next to the condoms
with a ring light. Like, hold up.
Hold on.
Like you were giving
Bring the light down a little bit. Bring the light down a little bit.
You know how you gotta call, you got that light, like, hold up.
So you want to check all around the area. You want to check around the mouth. Because even when you think about like other things like herpes, right? Mm-hmm. I mean, you can have genital herpes and you can have other herpes, right? Herpes simplex 1, simplex 2, but they can be transferred either or. So if you are engaging in oral sex, that could transfer to your lips.
Cold sores.
Yes, that's the cold sores. Yes, all of
I
that.
didn't know that until my 20s that they were like, you know, that's a sign of herpes to people to have a cold sore. I thought it was just like you had the flu.
No.
And it never went away. Miseducation. All right. So that's how you prepare for a safe sex life. And that's how you go through the
Ask
discussion.
the questions. Like, if you want to have a good time, the only way, it takes a lot for women to orgasm in the first place. And the only way that you can actually orgasm is to, like, have, like...
Freedom.
Yes. You have to be able to, like...
truly trust your partner. Feel safe.
Yes.
Feel sensual.
So that you can fuck without fear.
Yes. That's going to be her tagline. Fuck without fear.
Exactly.
So now we have prepared ourselves for a safe sex life by coming to our potential partner,
let's try this.
for an STI test.
So how would you ask me?
Oh, we're both grown. You know I want more kids. You say you want more kids.
Right.
That's the way for us to be safe, but I want us to go the next step for us to be safe. And I would like for us to go do a couple's STI testing. Would you be open to that? So that we could be free and do some extra stuff.
What kind of extra stuff you talking? That's my deep voice.
That's okay, little man. You sound like the elf on the show.
Okay, what else? First of all, it is Christmas time.
Yes, it is. You know, for us to be able to explore one another's bodies outside of just holding hands or a kiss here and there. That's what I mean.
You want to do grown-up things, is what you say.
Yes, but still protected. Because, I'm fertile girl. And I would like to.
So, what if we just use condoms?
That's not enough because...
I like that. Because condoms don't protect against everything.
Exactly. Which is scary as fuck because they told you the whole time we were teenagers and when they were telling you about abstinence and everything else, they said, wear a condom. Then you find out condoms ain't really doing shit other than scrape you up when you ain't ready to have sex down there. That's all that is. Okay? It's still...
It protect against...
a decent barrier, but it ain't good.
It ain't good enough.
It's still... You can still get shit through the fucking condom? Then what we fucking for? I want to fuck you for real with a condom stuff. Because guys will always say, oh, I mean, we gonna use a condom. Why we gotta go get tested and stuff? Why are you so against that? You're against getting tested.
I'm not.
You're the dude.
I'm the guy. Well, I mean, I don't got no symptoms.
That doesn't mean that you don't have anything. It's not about us seeing if
you got something?
Been tested.
Okay. Well then,
that's when they be like, I'm clean, you clean. What's the big deal? I want to be sure. I don't want to be guessing.
Exactly.
So let's go get this.
Because that's when you'd be like, have you ever been swallowed?
Ooh, so you mean to tell me that you've been swallowed? That you have been swallowed like a whale? Okay.
Listen, I'm trying to do all the things.
I want to do all the things, but I want to feel safe doing it.
Okay, so let's get tested.
So you all okay with it?
Yes, absolutely.
Because you was being an asshole before. Damn, now I don't want to fuck you no more. My shit have dried up now. You should have answered yes the first time. Listen. Pay the bill. Pay the bitch the money so I can go home.
Okay.
Not like that.
Okay. We also have tips for that too.
Yeah, be better.
Anyway, it should be very simple. Like, if you guys have been talking and you're ready, just be straightforward. Mm-hmm. Don't beat around the bush. Just be like, hey, let's go get tested. Like, I want to see your results, and I'll show you my results. Be transparent. And, also, there is a possibility that somebody's going to come back with some things that they didn't know they had. Like, so in that case, you have to make sure that
it's a safe space.
It's a safe space, yes. It is a safe space.
For you to go fuck somebody else. If you want to do some mentoring or something like that, if you want, to have a pen pal, if you want to go on Taco Tuesdays, I'm there for you. But when it comes to you touching my taco, close, baby.
Okay. Yes.
Don't be like me. Be better.
So, yes. I mean, there is a case. See, there we go. There is a case that people may come back with things, right? In that case.
Shit, you might come back with something like,
you could come back.
My
you didn't even know.
husband gave me.
Right. Right. But chances are, like, for women are less often asymptomatic.
Yeah.
Men are asymptomatic most of the time. So things can happen. People don't know, but it's better to know before you engage. That way you can be protected. And like I say, let's avoid the unnecessary roughness, right?
Yeah.
Especially when it comes to things like HIV, right? Or things that we can't get rid of. Why get them if you don't have to, right?
Prevention is key.
Listen,
be prepared. PrEP.
Be prepared with PrEP. You either prevent HIV or you treat it. You got an option.
But you don't cure the motherfucker.
No.
It ain't curable.
So the thing is, I hear they're working on a cure, but there's nothing out here yet.
I grew up in the 90s. You get that stuff, it's it. Okay.
Okay, no.
You're a medical professional, so I'll let you handle that. But I'm telling you the mindset of the rest of us 90s babies and 80s babies. That was like a death sentence. It has changed.
So it's no longer a death sentence. Mm-hmm. Like, you can be treated now, and you can be undetectable, right?
What does that mean? I see people saying that, oh, my past partner was undetectable. What does that mean?
So that means that if you're undetectable, your viral load is so low that you can't transmit the virus.
Okay, but you still get a positive.
You would be positive when you test it. You would still have HIV, but you wouldn't be able to transmit it to your partner.
So you could still have unprotected sex?
You could.
But what causes it to become detectable? How does it change from undetectable to detectable?
What causes it to change from undetectable to detectable would be the fact that, like, hey, people are human, right? And what if you're like me and you don't... I'm a horrible patient. I'm just going to start by saying that. You have to make sure you take your medications. That's the first step. Mm-hmm. Like, even if you take a multivitamin every day, who takes their multivitamin every single day?
I do.
Okay, so I don't. I'd be like, you know what? I got it yesterday. 3 times out of the week.
It's still in my system somewhere.
Yeah, it doesn't always work like that. Especially for antivirals for HIV. So you want to make sure that your partner is actually taking their medication every day. And there's no way to tell that. That's why if you have a partner who is HIV positive, you want to make sure that you're on PrEP. And if you have a partner and you don't know their status, you definitely want to make sure you're on PrEP. And if you have a partner who has other partners and you don't know their status, you want to make sure you're on PrEP. Mm-hmm. Because the one thing you can do is prepare yourself not to get HIV. You can't prepare yourself for what other humans are going to do.
Okay, So first of all, I realized that we have been talking about PrEP, but we have not explained what PrEP is. I just wrong it.
Okay, so PrEP is pre-exposure prophylaxis.
Pre-exposure prophylaxis. What does it do?
It prevents you from getting HIV.
Only HIV.
Only HIV. So it does not make you a superhero. All of the other STIs, and for you older folks, STDs.
Wait, what's the difference?
Sexually transmitted infections versus sexually transmitted diseases.
So they changed from disease to infections to
make
it seem less harsh?
Everything's political, right?
Because I was like, the difference between STIs and STDs, because I grew up in the STD era, and I was like, why is everything STI?
No, actually, in real life they're the same. But, it's like saying, like, hey, they're homeless versus they're unhomed. Which one sounds nicer?
Yeah.
Right? Neither.
But I know you killed or unalived.
Right.
I see what you're saying. I did not know that. I wasn't sure how we moved over to the STI thing. I was like, so are we getting tested with STDs too? But it makes sense. Like, versus I have a disease versus I have an infection.
Right.
It does lighten the load a little bit. Okay.
Right.
So PrEP is something that we could use to keep us from getting HIV. What does HIV stand for?
Human immunodeficiency virus.
Okay. So that means that what? What happens when you get HIV?
Basically, you will become more susceptible to, like, opportunistic infections.
Okay.
Eventually, your white blood cell count, your T cells, all that will drop, and you won't be able to fight off those infections.
Them the fighters in you be like, what? You ain't coming up here cold. Get out of here, pneumonia. They be knocking them out. But when you have HIV, they be like, hold on, I'm taking that real quick.
Yeah, and when he get that, then all hell breaks loose.
That's just a way to explain to people who may not understand what HIV is.
And you can get this from one singular sexual interaction.
Damn! And what if you... Single moms.
So, yeah, single moms. One thing we're always trying to prevent as single moms is pregnancy, right? I call PrEP birth control for HIV.
That makes sense.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Because it only takes one time. It only takes one sperm cell to get you pregnant. And by the wrong person, that can lead to a world of disaster.
So you get HIV from a male semen, or
what just from blood to blood interaction, right?
But how many cases has been female to female HIV?
I would have to look that up. Actually, I don't know that stat.
I know what I learned from was women are more susceptible to receiving HIV from men than men are.
Absolutely.
Because you are coming into my body.
Exactly. That's the same for for men who sleep with men. Like if you are a bottom and you are receiving anal sex, you are more susceptible. It's not that you can't get it when you're a top as well, but you can. But
the percentage
is less. Yes,
dramatically different. All right, so we know that PrEP is not a superhero. You know, it's not something that could keep you 100% safe from getting HIV.
But it's over 99% effective against the sexual transmission of HIV.
And me, Isha, the numbers person, is not 100%. So you need to still be safe when it comes to handling it. 99% is wonderful. Shoot, condoms 99.9%, but that 0.1% could be running around your house tearing it up because it just didn't work and you end up getting pregnant. So, all right, but I'm a huge advocate for PrEP. I myself am on PrEP.
Me too.
Because we have to protect ourselves as single moms. We are literally we are the foundation of our children's lives.
We are the head of household.
Exactly.
Literally. If
something happened to us, what's going to happen to our babies? You know what I'm saying?
Exactly.
So you got to protect yourself by any means necessary. I'm not just talking about health insurance. I'm talking about life insurance. I'm talking about living insurance. And I feel like that's something that PrEP could actually be. It could give you the opportunity to be free as an adult, taking care of your sexuality with whomever you may choose, be it male, be it female, be it multiples. But as long as we're doing it safely.
So safely, let's speak about safely. Mm-hmm. Being safe also involves being informed when it comes to sex.
Absolutely.
You need to know what your partner's engaging in, or who else they're engaging in. Let's be real here. You know, if you're dating outside of your state, long distance dating, let's be real here. You don't know what they're doing. No. I mean, you could be, hopeful thinking, wishful thinking. They're only with me. That is naive thinking. Yeah. What you need to do is make sure you're on PrEP and also educate your partner. Hey, there's DoxyPrep. That's doxycycline that you take once daily.
Okay, so now we're going to the types of PrEP.
Yeah, different types.
All right, let's go into the types of PrEP, the pros, the cons, and how it fit into your lifestyle as a single mom. All right, let's start.
Let's talk about DoxyPrep. That's typically for men.
Why?
Why? So I don't feel like women can take antibiotics daily without getting a yeast infection.
Throw up your pH, yeah.
Exactly. Hopefully something will come out soon to help with that. But at least for men or your male partners who are having sex with other partners, you may want to suggest that they get on DoxyPrep, meaning that they'll take doxycycline once daily, ongoing, and that helps prevent against chlamydia and syphilis.
Okay.
Now, chlamydia has a BFF known as gonorrhea. They like to travel together.
Really?
If you were to get gonorrhea, you would have to get treated with something else. Mm-hmm. And that requires an injection, ceftriaxone. But in real life, a lot of people don't finish their antibiotics. They don't do the things that they're supposed to do or get their test of cure.
And they just live in there and grow stronger and stronger.
Right. So they have antibiotic resistant strain of gonorrhea. Shit is real out here.
Oh my God.
Listen. But ultimately, you want to just educate your partner and be like, hey, if it's not just me and you, accept people for who they are. Don't believe in your fantasies. Like, that shit is...
He would never.
He would. She would too. Just make sure, they know about the options. And make sure you guys are both well informed of the activities that you engage in. Like, it's just very important to just be transparent. So, Doxy PrEP, again.
Okay, it's the first one.
You can take that. You can take Doxy PrEP. And then if you've had, like, some risky sex.
What's risky sex?
Like, unprotected sex, and you didn't get that STI screen prior to, and you don't know what the fuck is going on with them, you can get empirical treatment, meaning that you can go to a clinic and say, hey, treat me for everything. Right? That way you can get treated for at least syphilis, chlamydia, and gonorrhea.
Okay.
And then you can also ask for PrEP, which is post-exposure prophylaxis, which means that they'll give you something such as Biktarvy or Truvada and Tivicay or Descovy and Tivicay.
That can kill a virus if it's currently inside of you?
Well, it'll prevent you from getting the actual virus, like HIV.
So if you've been exposed to something.
But you have to do that within 72 hours.
I was about to say, what's the window?
72 hours.
And it's called PEP?
PEP.
Okay.
Post-exposure prophylaxis. Post-exposure prophylaxis. PEP. If you're doing it before and you're getting PrEP, that is pre-exposure prophylaxis, which is better. But one of the key things about PrEP, especially for women, is that it takes about 21 days for it to build up in your system.
Okay.
That's with oral PrEP. So it takes 21 days for it to reach full protective levels in your system. So you want to make sure, at least during those 21 days, you're still using condoms. I still recommend condoms anyway because, like,
I'm about to say, even
you get everything else. Yeah. Everything else is fair game.
This is opening my eyes. Okay, so we got Doxy PrEP, we got empirical treatment.
Empirical treatment is like, hey...
Which is PEP. PEP is empirical treatment, or that's a different type?
Yeah, that's the empirical treatment.
Okay, so what's the third type?
So, empirical treatment would be after you had sex, right?
Yes.
And then you can get treated for everything.
Okay.
So, then you could take a post-exposure prophylaxis for HIV, syphilis, chlamydia, and gonorrhea. So that means that you would just get the medications, not knowing your results actually. Okay. So that you'd be treated in case your results came back positive.
Okay.
Okay. Now,
the third type?
Just PrEP itself would just be prevention for like HIV. Okay. So that could be treated using Biktarvy, which is also a medication that's used to treat HIV, but it can be used for PrEP, so it'll prevent you from getting HIV.
Oh my gosh.
And then you can also use, if you're already on PrEP, they can add another medication to it called Tivicay.
Why would they add that?
Because it needs that other medication to prevent the HIV. In case you had, like, say you had sex with somebody and after you had sex they were like, hey, I'm HIV positive. They didn't tell you before.
Well, I thought that's what PrEP is for.
I get it, but say you missed doses or you just wanted to be safe and not sorry.
Or you're within your 21 days.
Yes.
Oh, okay. So that'd be a reason to go ahead and take this additional, what was the name of it?
It is PEP, so it'd be like your Descovy plus Tivicay, which is a additional drug, or your Truvada plus Tivicay. Okay. And then you would be taking that for 28 days.
Okay. So are all these the only options when it comes to...
No, they're not the only options. So you got to think about what's best for you when it comes to taking PrEP. So can you take a pill every day and not forget?
For the most part, yeah.
So you want to make sure that you're taking it daily. If you know that you cannot take pills daily, there are other options. There's Apretude. Apretude is a shot that you would take every other month.
Does it blow you up like that birth control pill?
It's not like birth control. It's not like birth control. It's like birth control for HIV, but not like the birth control. It's not like a Depo shot.
Yeah, every girl who had that Depo shot in middle school blew up. It was like, damn.
And now they got other health issues.
Ooh, I didn't know that.
Yeah,
I was a good girl. I wasn't fucking. I was pure.
Okay.
I still am.
Okay. So they have Apretude. It requires, like, initially a shot the first 2 months, and then you get a shot every other month. So, you know, for single moms, that can be an option.
That sounds wonderful because you don't have to think about it, you know,
right.
But you have to stick to going to that appointment.
Yeah, every other month, right?
Even if it's every other month,
I'm thinking as
a busy single mom, exactly like, oh, can I push it back? I gotta stay on schedule. Yeah. Like, that gotta be a form of self-care to take care of yourself.
So then they also have a newer medication. It's called Yes To Go.
Okay.
And also known as Lin for PrEP. You can take that. Initially, it's like 4 pills and an injection, but it's every 6 months. So it's 2 shots a year.
That sounds great.
That sounds amazing,
Yeah.
right?
Yeah.
So as a single mom, it's like one less thing off your plate. Every 6 months, like you're like, what I got to do? At least you know you're protected from HIV.
But you also have the mindset of realizing that if the relationship that you had falls apart, even though you are not sexually active, you still have to keep this in your system, correct?
Exactly.
In order for it to be effective. It's not you gotta start from point A and start all over again and build your immunity. Okay.
Exactly.
So
anytime you stop PrEP, and I always just advise patients not to stop PrEP. They'll be like, I'm in a monogamous relationship. The only person monogamous is you.
to be like,
monogamous sometimes is like a fake word. It's fake news.
yeah, because you don't know what he's doing.
You don't know what someone's doing
or
24/7.
what she's doing.
Whatever they want to do.
You only know what you are doing. You can only control yourself, and that's it.
You have to prepare yourself. You cannot.
You can only control yourself. You can only protect yourself.
Exactly.
Put your life in somebody else's hands.
That's crazy. That is crazy.
Yes, especially when you're a single mom and you are taking care of other people.
Exactly. You got responsibilities.
Who this person isn't responsible for.
Exactly.
And they didn't make because you had them kids before you got with them.
Exactly.
Mm-mm, girl, no.
You got to care for you. It's called self-love.
Stop being a red flag.
It's self-love. PrEP.
Yes. Yes.
PrEP. Pre-exposure prophylaxis.
Oh my gosh. Yeah.
It's for you.
True.
It's for me. It's for all of us.
Yes.
If you're having sex, you should have PrEP. Initially, it was like marketed for men who had sex with men.
That's what I thought it was until I came across Tamar Braxton. She had a video up and she was talking about she moved to Atlanta and said she's been in Atlanta, she's been on PrEP. I picked up the phone and called Kweilynn like, it's for women too! And she's like, yeah. And that's how we got into the whole discussion.
Exactly. And I like to lead by example. Like, I'm on PrEP because I know. I get the patients who come in. Mm-hmm. I get the men who come in and say, hey, could you send my results via email? This is my deep voice.
Sorry.
First of all, it only squeaks when I laugh. Could you send my results via email? Because I don't want my wife to know that I'm sleeping with men too.
What?
Or I don't want my wife to know that I'm sleeping with other people. Like, so, no one is above just protecting themselves.
Yeah.
So ultimately you have to protect you. And you can do that with PrEP. So you can do it with every other month injection, a once daily pill, if that's for you. Or you can do it every 6 months. There are options out here to protect you.
So I chose to do PrEP because as a divorced woman and also just as a single mom, I didn't want somebody to take me away prematurely in this life, away from my children while they are still young. And I didn't want it to take me away from my new life that I have started since being divorced. This is something that I fought my way through.
I celebrate my divorce anniversary year.
Oh, me too, girl.
Listen.
Maybe I don't do that.
Listen, maybe not every year, but I want to be very clear here, happily divorced.
Happily divorced.
Thank God.
And I want to stay happy within that area, but I want to stay happy and healthy. And I was just thinking, like, having sex with other people, I have to protect myself. And not only protect myself, I have to protect myself from my babies, though.
Yeah, but also, you think about your post-divorce era.
Yeah.
Like, you've been having sex with this one person for years. So you're comfortable with it.
Unfortunately.
Right? Satisfied or unsatisfied.
Y'all see that tub? I don't even know how I got pregnant. Let's stop.
Listen.
Because I'm pure.
I may not be pure, but...
You're like, I ain't say that.
I ain't say that. You black out that area. Most importantly, you just want to be able to be free when it comes to moving forward. Free, like, you already got a whole lot of other shit to worry about. Most likely, it's unfortunate to say, that, like, it's all on you, single mom, honey.
Yeah.
And it's all on you.
I cannot be away from my babies. Ain't nobody gonna take me out. Ain't nobody taking me out. Okay? Like, that's the reason why I decided to go with the PrEP. Like, I had to make sure.
You still have your needs.
Yes, you do.
And
okay?
You might want to fulfill them because...
She ain't broken, I ain't trying to break her.
Exactly.
Okay?
But also, a happy mom equals happy kids.
Yeah.
And sometimes it requires a little bit of D.
Yeah. A little bit? I don't want a little bit. If I'm on find a babysitter, if I gotta set my schedule up, if I gotta miss out on that time, I need more than a little bit of D.
Yeah, exactly. You want safe, clean D. And you can get that with PrEP.
Yes, and with a mature partner.
Exactly.
Let's include that.
Yeah, mature partner.
It's not just you holding your end up.
If they don't want to get tested,
he's responsible to hold his end as well.
Exactly. If they don't want to get tested, let them be.
Exactly.
You dodged the bullet.
It's not worth it, girl.
I want you to realize that PrEP does not make you a superhero. So everything else is out there. That means that PrEP only prevents HIV. Doxy PrEP is for men right now. So that prevents them from transmitting and getting chlamydia
and syphilis.
But at least you can prevent yourself from getting HIV, right? I mean, you can still use condoms. It's great to use condoms. It is a barrier. And actually just asking your partner to get an STI screen. Mm-hmm. Get an STI screen. Like, why not? We should be screening partners for every fucking thing. We should screen their fucking credit.
That's going to be for another show.
Listen.
We're definitely only talking about PrEP for this one.
We should screen their work history.
Yes. Like, domestic violence.
All of that.
Do you have a criminal record?
Listen,
do
background check.
You beat bitches. And I don't
background check. You gotta just remember, like, PrEP is available for everyone. You want to personalize it, make sure it meets your needs. If you need oral PrEP, if you're not good with shots, I'm not good with shots. I give great injections, but I absolutely hate injections.
Give me the needle.
Okay, well, we'll give her the needle. I take the pill.
I
right?
like to look at it too.
And then ultimately, if you can take dick, take dick. D-I-C-K.
If you can take dick, you can take a shot.
Exactly. It's really that simple.
Girl.
So make sure you get your PrEP. You can get it at your Department of Health, or most importantly, you can get it at Central Outreach Wellness Center if you're in Pittsburgh, not just Pittsburgh, Pennsylvania, Ohio, West Virginia, and New York, right?
Okay, so let's talk about that.
Yes.
About how PrEP is covered with insurance.
PrEP is typically covered with your insurance, Medicaid, and commercial insurances because it is a preventative measure so you don't get HIV. I'm sure that these insurance companies would much rather prevent you from getting HIV than have to treat you for it.
That means if it's covered by insurance, then it is $0.00 for you to be safe.
Free or low cost, I would say that.
Okay.
Free or low cost. Because, some insurances, they be playing around.
Mm. But most importantly, so we've given the information about what PrEP is.
Yes.
We've given the information about the different types of PrEP.
Mm-hmm.
We've given the information about how to have that conversation with your potential sex partner about getting STI tested.
Don't be scared.
How do you stop the stigma that comes when you speak to other people in your circle about that? Or do you not?
You do stop the stigma.
How?
You stop it with education. Because, the stigma basically came from the way that PrEP was marketed. It was just marketed for men who had sex with men. Not for people who just had sex.
Yeah.
And adults have sex. Teenagers have sex. Like, before you send your kids to college, you should probably put them on PrEP. Because you could change their lives. Mm-hmm. Instead of them, making a mistake that they cannot,
fix.
Exactly.
Yeah.
You can't fix it. You can prevent it. You have the opportunity to have a real orgasm. I don't even know what the percentage is of how many women have not had orgasms.
Oh my gosh, I just saw a video of this. It said only 30 to 40% of women have vaginal orgasms.
Wow. And that's wild. That's wild as hell.
Yeah, 30 to 40%.
So, I personally think...
Can you imagine...
not having an orgasm?
And getting infected. I'm just trying to be real. I'm just thinking, and I talked to you about this before. I was like... Can I imagine finally opening and busting it? Because I be busting it wide open, and I get with an old dirty dick fool, and
he's asymptomatic, and you don't even know till you know.
And I allow him to control the narrative and control the pace, and I just went along, and I was just a little
because I just had to have no.
Exactly. Then I get infected. Because I didn't listen to Kweilynn and Aisha on Single Mama Honey. And I didn't send an email to singlemamahoney@gmail.com to say, oh my God, I love that whole topic. But can we talk about this too? Or this is my experience. Go ahead and send us the email. Or go ahead and follow us on our Instagram @singlemamhoney. Or our TikTok @singlemamhoney. And then also make sure that you join our private Facebook group. Because we're going to have these discussions on a daily matter. Y'all just don't need us once a week. We need each other every day, all day. It's hard being a single mom. We need that community, and we are here to build it.
Exactly. Get on PrEP in what?
and fuck without fear and be amongst like the other celebrities. Not only Tamar Braxton has been promoting PrEP amongst her fans, but also Cardi B. Cardi B has talked about it as well. She's a single mom herself. I mean, she in a relationship, but she a single mom as well.
Exactly.
Make
it's all on you.
Protect yourself. So this is the wrap up of our episode. We are Single Mom Honey.
I'm Quay, and I cover health.
And I'm Aisha. I cover money.
You bring the tea.
And we have the honey. You can listen to Single Mom Honey wherever you get your podcasts. Bye.